Centralia, Illinois, the town I grew up in, famous for trains, the bell tower, and crime, the most infamous being the Devil's Playground. Quite a few people have gone missing in what is widely known as the Devil's Playground. It is said devil worshipping took place in these woods. Boys and men of all ages have been murdered out here, as well as just disappeared without a trace here on this road. Eventually, a lot of the cases would go cold because no body was ever found. Families praying to one day get closure. The most well-known cases: Jared Hanna, Keith Royer, Joshua Mafi, James Romines, William Strutz. Alright guys, I got a lot of history, like a lot to go over, so I'm going to be using a cheat sheet again. In March of 2021, a man and his daughter was in the woods off Lynn Street and Jolliff Bridge hunting shed deer antlers when they stumbled across bones they couldn't easily identify as normal animal bones, so they contacted the county sheriff's department. Police arrived on scene not too long before 2:30 p.m. and found more than 30 human bones before nightfall. So at that point, the state police got involved and still haven't released to the public, as far as I know, who the bones belong to and if they even all belong to the same person. And before you say, oh, there was only 30 bones, so of course it had to have belonged to the same person, just keep in mind, an adult human has 206 bones. So if it did belong to just one person, where the hell are the other 176 bones at? Probably the most well-known case out there that almost everybody knows about is that of Jared Hanna, a 28-year-old male from Jerseyville, Illinois. Jared was last seen on July 2nd in Jerseyville around 11:30 a.m. with fishing gear. Jared had that weekend to himself because his two daughters were staying with their mother in St. Louis, Missouri. When he didn't return home that night, his family didn't think much of it because he had been mentioning going on a small camping trip, so they thought maybe he decided to go ahead and do that this weekend. The family knew something was wrong when July 4th came around and Jared's sister got a call from the mother of his kids that he's not answering his phone and he was supposed to be there that day to pick up his two daughters, and it wasn't like him to not show up at the time. He said he went to get them because he was a very good father. Tuesday, July 5th, 2011, Jared's mother got a phone call from Clinton County Police confirming all of her fears. Her son's truck was found abandoned on Jolliff Bridge Road 70 miles from his house in Jerseyville. The case is also very weird because the day he was seen at the gas station in Jerseyville, that night his phone pinged in East Alton, then the next time it pinged was 75 miles away on Jolliff. After that, it never pinged again. There's been a few reports of people seeing a man matching Jared's description walking down Jolliff Bridge Road with a gas jug towards Centralia. 3 months later, on October 9th, 2011, a black duffel bag full of personal items washed up out of Crooked Creek just 2 miles from where Jared's truck was found. It was determined that the bag belonged to Jared after his wallet was found inside. Till this day, no other information or evidence has been brought forward. Oddly enough, Jared's sister, Heather, has said that Clinton County has multiple open cases of missing persons out there. For example, in April of 2011, someone went for a walk out there and was never seen again. Then a year after Jared went missing, someone was out collecting cans from the side of the road and never came back. So it's hard telling how many people have gone missing out there that the public really doesn't know much about, because I have only heard of those I have mentioned or will mention, and oddly enough, some of these cases and people I'll be mentioning, there is very little public information about. Joshua Mafi, 15-year-old male from Centralia, Illinois. In September of 1991, Joshua was involved in a situation at a store where him and a friend stole some soda and some chips, basically petty stuff. Well, Josh decided to cooperate with the police and inform them that he had done it with the help of his friend, Terry Martin. Just 1 month later, Joshua disappears. Years later, a woman named Tanya Collins told authorities that she witnessed Josh being tortured and murdered in a satanic-type ritual at Devil's Playground. This is not the first time that satanic worshiping and rituals have been mentioned about out there, which is exactly why it's called Devil's Playground, because there's been multiple reports of people being caught worshiping the devil, doing satanic rituals on animals and humans and all sorts of stuff out there. So it's not a very safe place, or at least it wasn't. Anyway, a man named Alan Rose got involved in the case 12 years later in 2003 when he received a letter in the mail from an inmate at the Clinton County Jail that stated another inmate, Terry Martin, was being very open about killing a teenager named Josh back in 1991. This next one is actually kind of odd to me, and everything I'm mentioning about these people is all stuff that I've seen either in Facebook groups or on Google or on like the missing persons website and stuff like that. If I get anything wrong, or about any of these people, it'd probably be Keith Royer, because there's so much stuff that's all over the place that I just genuinely don't really know. So if anyone in Keith's family is watching this and I get something wrong, I sincerely apologize, and you are more than welcome to correct me. But our next one, Keith Royer, 26-year-old male from Centralia, Illinois, last seen at 28 Deerwood Park in Centralia on March 20th of 2016, and he was headed to Mount Vernon with a friend, but once again, that's not confirmed. The friend he was allegedly riding with told Keith's girlfriend that during their travel, Keith randomly jumped out of the pickup truck like he was being chased by some unseen force and was never seen again after that. Keith's mother has said that they have received tips that Keith could be buried somewhere along Red Stripe Road. She has also said that she has a feeling in her heart that her son is gone because he wouldn't have left without his girlfriend and kids and saying goodbye. She and the whole family just want to find him to give them closure and finally put him to rest properly. And by gone, I mean she just has the motherly instinct that her son has passed away, because it's just not like him to up and disappear and not keep in contact with his friends and family, and especially his kids. It is also important to note that Red Stripe Road goes from Centralia to Salem and is roughly 10 to 15 miles long. So that is a lot of ground that somebody can be buried in. And if this happened to have happened, like if he happened to have been murdered and buried back in 2016, it would be almost impossible to find the grave. I mean, it's possible with ground penetrating radar, but it would take so long without knowing an approximate area of where he would be at. Our next one is James Romines, a 63-year-old male from Centralia, Illinois. James had no transportation and was last seen at his apartment by his neighbor on April 22nd of 2014. I seen in a Facebook group post that James was found in March of 2021 by the man and his daughter out on the corner of Lynn and Jolliff Bridge Road. No reliable sources to back that claim up though, but once again, if only 30 bones were found, where's the rest of them? Bill Strutz. I can't find his age or much on him, oddly enough, but he was last seen January 2nd, 1997 at the intersection of College and Joliff Bridge Road. His body was found on March 26th of 1997 after it had washed out of Crooked Creek and into a field. Alright, this last one is the most recent one. The only reason why it is making this video is because technically it did happen on Jolliff Bridge Road. And this case personally makes absolutely no sense to me at all. Listen. Jeffrey Downs, 37-year-old male from Swansea, Illinois. Family of Jeffrey told law enforcement that they haven't heard anything from him since Friday, March 5th of 2021. After getting worried, they drove to the place he was last seen at, Best Western in Centralia, on Jolliff Bridge Road. After hotel staff informed them they haven't seen him in a day or two, they decided to call the police and report him missing March 7th of 2021. They also informed police that Downs was suffering with mental health issues. The hotel was able to pull CCTV footage and seen Downs walking towards the drainage pond behind the hotel. Police searched the area and couldn't find any signs of him until they looked at the pond and seen the same jacket in the water that Jeffrey was last seen in. So police searched the pond and sadly found Jeffrey's lifeless body. He did have some wounds, so police conducted a 3-day investigation trying to look for the weapon that caused it. This is where it gets to where it makes no sense to me. They didn't find a murder weapon, so the result of the investigation determined Jeffrey's wounds were self-inflicting, causing his own death. This is strange to me because if he used something on himself causing his own death, wouldn't the weapon still be there where he used it? It's not like he was able, he decided, hypothetically speaking, and this may seem disrespectful or rude, so if the family of Jeffrey's watching, I sincerely apologize, but this seriously don't make no sense to me. It's about like me grabbing a sharp object and stabbing myself multiple times until I die, but then, I'm falling over, and I'm like, wait, don't die yet, let me go hide the murder weapon, and then go back and then die. Alright guys, so right now we are on Lynn Street. We are trying to do this kind of stealthy, so we're keeping an eye out on things. When we first pulled up here, off in the distance there, we heard some very fake sounding animal sounds. We've lived out here for a long time, like in this area, and we've never heard any animals that sounded like that. So I don't know if there's anybody out there or what, because it is getting colder and whatnot. I don't know if people are staking out and doing some kind of hunting or what. But we set up the REM pod and 2 cat balls right here, and as I walked away, the REM pod started sounding. So who knows, maybe something's here with us and we can figure out who or what it is. But back here in these woods is where those bones were found back in, what was it, 2021, 2022? I think it was 2021. I think so. Oh, the cat ball went off. So was it 2021? If those were your bones that were found, can you touch that red light, please? We are out here trying to figure out your story so we can let your story be known. Can you please touch that red light for us? The cat ball again? Alright, can you go from that cat ball to this cat ball over here? It's the same way. Here, we'll back up for you, just in case you want us to know you're here, but you're kind of staying away from us. Can you touch the other clear ball right there? If you guys can't tell, it's pretty chilly out here tonight. Oh!
I think they figured it out.
Can you step away from that for a second just to verify that's you? Here in a minute, we're gonna have to try and verify that that isn't a battery issue. Hey, can you please step away from that just so we know that you're trying to communicate with us? I'm gonna reset it. I think it's a battery thing. I'm gonna check the battery. Keep rolling on your camera real quick, because I'm going to try and make sure. I'm gonna leave this facing that way. It could be a battery thing. I'm gonna go ahead and swap it out just to make sure. So you guys are seeing, putting a brand new battery in this. The other battery was kind of low, and sometimes these are very finicky and whatnot, like newer batteries. Alright, so we have a new battery in the REM pod. So now if it goes off, we know for a fact that it's not a battery issue. Right now, guys, it's going on 10:30. Later on tonight, we'll be going on Jolliff, it's just right there on Jolliff Bridge. We wanted to stop and check out right here because it is said somewhere over there is where Joshua Mafi, Josh's body is said to be buried. So we wanted to figure out if there's anything lingering around on this road here, but realistically this road is connected to Jolliff Bridge and it's very close. These woods here are considered Devil's Playground. Was there any foul play and mistreatment in this area? Can you set off one of these devices if there was? I'm gonna tripod my camera and I'm gonna try to get some EVPs. It's gonna be kind of hard to do that. Oh, cat ball. Maybe they understand what EVPs are. All right, guys. This in my hand is a voice recorder. Hopefully it's not dead because I left it on an accident. Luckily they have an auto shut off. Okay, so it's not dead. All right, so how this works is you just speak into this device and we should be able to hear you. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna shut them off. I'm going to swap them to see if the activity follows the ball, because after all they are like man-made devices which are prone to failure. They can, or not failure. The f was that? Did you hear that?
Mm-mm. All I heard was train horn and a car down the road.
No. There's no way you didn't hear that. Sorry if that came off dicky, but no, seriously.
You're always hearing things on that.
No, it wasn't that. It was walking. No, what? You didn't hear that?
No.
I really hope that our cameras are hearing this. There's no way that's in my head at all. There's absolutely no way. What it sounds like is this right here. But not getting caught up, obviously.
Right.
Like, actually like this. That's what it sounded like. Like, I don't know if it was like an animal scurrying through there.
If I would have heard that, I would have pointed my camera that way.
But no, when I went over there and I was checking it out,
Yeah.
I heard it back over here. And you looked this way. That's why I thought you heard that.
Uh-uh. No, I'm just looking every direction.
Hold on, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna not say anything.
Yeah.
If that was paranormal, I just really hope our cameras caught the sound that I heard.
Right.
Because I'm not seeing like animals or anything like that. I like how I said I was gonna be quiet, but did the exact opposite. What if that was residual?
Could have been.
Hold on, keep your camera rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go back in mine. Like, I'm kind of shaking right now. There's no way. I'm also cold too, though. After all, they are like man-made devices which are prone to failure. They can, or not failure. I think you do hear it. What the fuck was that?
Probably just have to wait till you're editing.
Scurrying through there?
What? Did you hear that?
What?
Sticks breaking.
I'm facing this way and all of a sudden my camera's not wanting to. I heard something sound like it was moving around over here.
Yeah, why all of a sudden do I feel like we're...
Not alone?
Yeah. Feels like we're getting surrounded.
Let's try this again. I'm gonna try not to talk so much. I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying like me in general. I'm gonna try not to talk so much. Because I was explaining that.
Right.
And I don't know if I picked it up or not, but oh my gosh. I went over there and proved there was no animals. It was like right there though, it was right behind me because I was right here explaining it and it was like right there. It sounded like something was walking up towards me, which is why I freaked out because I turned around and I didn't see nothing, which is why I just, oh my God, I really hope I got that. I hope one of us caught it because if I didn't catch the sound that I heard over here when I was over there, hopefully your camera did because it sounded like it came from over here. And then right after I mentioned that I just heard it over here, or right when after I heard it over here, you looked that way, so I thought you heard it. Well, that was a weird sound. All right, we're recording now. Is there anything you would like to say? Maybe we can start off by telling each other our names. My name is Brandon.
I'm Misty.
What's your name? Keep in mind, we are out here to try to tell your story, try to figure it out. Every case out here is a cold case. That means whoever did whatever to you is still running free right now. We're trying to give your families closure. About to stop. I'm gonna give you about 10 seconds to tell me whatever you want. Ending. No one has ever investigated out here like how we are now. What you guys are seeing in this video has never been done before out here. Probably because it's kind of dangerous. It is pretty dangerous, not even gonna lie. There is a very good chance, well, I wouldn't say very good chance. Pretty much though, the person or persons that are responsible for all of this, that was a weird echo, they're still running free. They've never gotten caught. No one's ever been charged with anything out here. But the facts are, multiple people have came up missing out of here. There's been multiple people that have said that they've seen satanic style rituals out here. They've seen, I mean, that one person, I can't remember what her name was, but she said that she witnessed Joshua at what, 15 years old, being tortured before he got murdered in a satanic style ritual, and then his body just buried somewhere out here. And they still can't figure out where he's buried at, but they know it's somewhere out here. It couldn't have been too shallow of a grave, or it would have washed up already. He had been, I don't know, man. We have the music box down there now, along with REM pod and 2 cat balls. That's about as much as we're going to get out, just in case we got to get in the car and go. But got the music box, spirit box out also. I'm gonna wait for this train, and then we're gonna see what we can get on this. What is it? Hello? Is there anybody out here with us? Don't know. This thing is very hard to understand. We'll have to go over it in editing. What do you think it said?
I don't know.
It's like something knocked on metal out there. I guess it's a little bit different when you're actually trying to capture it.
Right.
Because when we found out that it was haunted out here, we had no idea.
Mm-mm.
We just found out the hard way. That, and when we found out, we didn't know the history of the place either. Now that we know the history, like, I genuinely believe that if demons are real, there would be one here. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything has happened, all the satanic rituals and human sacrifices.
Right.
This would be the place where there would be one.
Yep. And
just think, we're on the outside of it. You know what I'm saying? We're not even in there with where all this stuff happened yet. I'm going to get a hold of my guy, not going to say it on the camera, and try to verify that they don't mind us being out there so we don't get in trouble for it. Because I already told them that we're going to be filming for this here, and was trying to get trying to get permission to go out there. So everything's legal. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not into filming myself doing illegal activities.
No.
Self-incrimination.
Right.
So were there really human sacrifices that went on out here? Can you verify that for us with a yes or no?
Purposes, I can't say.
Were there any satanic rituals that happened out here in these woods? Don't know. Joshua, I'm calling out to you, man. Are you still out here? Happiness. Happiness? Hurts too? Alright, so we have these devices sitting up back here. I'm having some issues with my camera focusing. So I can't really hold it right now. I gotta stay in front of it so to focus. But we're gonna try to see if we can't get any of these devices on the ground here. I have a Spirit Talker running on my phone.
Voice.
Said voice.
Accident.
Can you set off one of these devices again?
Hello.
Hello. What's your name? One of these devices here on the ground. This one.
Painted neck.
What is it?
Big.
Painted neck. Big. I don't know what that means.
Gravestone.
Gravestone. Are you buried out here? So guys, just a disclaimer, we are not necessarily claiming that Red Stripe Road is haunted or not, but with the information we have seen about Keith Royer's body possibly being buried out here somewhere along this road, we basically had to come out here and check it out for a little bit and show a little bit of recognition just in case his spirit is still out here. And maybe, it may be a stretch, but maybe we can get him if he is still out here. Or if he's, even if he passed away, or if he even passed away, we don't know. Because it's still an open case. His body hasn't been located. He hasn't been located. We don't know if he's dead or alive. But if he is passed away, maybe we can get him, his spirit, to tell us where his body is at. So we can hopefully get the family the closure that they wanted, or that they want, and have been hoping for since he went missing. I mean, obviously not hoping that he passed away, but if he did pass away, they want to know so they can give him a proper burial, which is understandable.
Careful.
I guess we're gonna try to break out the spirit box real quick and see what happens with that. Keith, are you out here, man? If there are any spirits out here with us right now, and if you know if Keith, if his spirit is out here, can you please talk to him? Yeah. It just said yeah. Oh, you didn't see it. It said meet, yeah. So I think what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna get the devices and we're gonna put them back in the car for right now. Just in case the car does come up. Obviously we're on public road, but there's a lot of sketchy stuff that happens out here, and we're not trying to be on that list of missing peoples. Is there anybody out here on this road that wants to talk to us? Would you like us to just leave you alone and move on? Is there anything we should worry about out here? I don't think they want to play tonight or talk, at least here. I wonder if Jolliff Bridge has calmed down any yet. Alright guys, so night 3, hopefully the last night, and we are starting off the night right by the tracks, or as a lot of you also know, the trailer home that sits here. This place is always odd to me because the grass is always perfectly cut, the place is taken care of. They go through all this trouble of making sure you can't get onto the property, which is fine, but no one lives there. No one's lived there for years. And I just recently found out that there's rumors that this property has something to do with Jared Hanna coming up missing. I can't remember where I seen it at, which keep in mind this is all like alleged, you know, metaphor. We're not really metaphoric. It's all pretty much rumors. Nothing's really proven right now. But one of the rumors that I've seen circulating on social media is either Jared Hanna is buried on this property, or half of him is buried, because there was somebody that was like tweaking out, or whatever you want to call it, that had mentioned something about his friend started freaking out on this guy and cut him in half, and that was right around the time that Jared came up missing. So you guys get it, there may be some of Jared on this property. It is windy tonight. I don't know how much of my wind deflector on my mic will cover it, so if the audio is bad, I do apologize. But this is pretty much the last night that we really have to do anything before it starts getting super cold. And outside investigations when it's really cold is not very fun. So hopefully tonight is active. Hopefully we can find some answers. And hopefully you're enjoying the video so far. Alright guys, so once again we're by the tracks for night 3. We will probably go to other spots later on tonight. We're hoping to have this video completely finished by tonight. There's some stuff that we didn't go over, some places that we didn't get to that we were supposed to. So within the next 6 to 8 months, there may be a part 2 to this. And I may dive deeper into the rabbit hole and whatnot. And as always, we are in a pretty dangerous, some would even say we're crazy for doing this, but we're in a pretty dangerous spot in the middle of the night. Our heads are on a swivel. We're making sure that we're trying to make sure we're not going to get snuck up on. Oh! Can you do that again, please? The REM pod, if you guys remember earlier in the video, just got a brand new battery. This REM pod has not been used since Lynn Street on night 1. Well, actually we had it going for a little bit over on Red Stripe for night 2.
Yeah.
but not very long. So it's
No.
basically still got a brand new battery.
And it didn't go off or nothing.
Yeah, it didn't go off. Hey, can you please do that again? You know, it's weird. I mentioned we're trying to avoid getting snuck up on, and that goes off. Did you get snuck up on? Is that what happened to you? Can you get close to that red light again for yes? We have a spirit box here. It scans through radio frequencies really fast, and it said you can use the waves to form words to talk to us. You want to do that? After we turn this on, we're not going to be able to hear if any cars or anything are coming. So we're going to constantly be having to look around. And once again, just to make things very clear for those of you that aren't local to Centralia, Illinois, we are still on public property. Like, we're on the side of the road. We're on public property. But so much sketchy stuff goes on out here. You never know who's behind the wheel of these vehicles that are passing by. So whenever we see a car, we turn the light off, the camera and whatnot. That's why we don't have a lot of devices out. That's why I don't have big devices out and stuff like that. Because we'll like either get in the car and get ready to go if we have to, or we'll duck behind some bushes or something. But this is basically like a stealth mission. We don't want to get caught by the wrong people out here. If we get caught by the police out here, not a big deal. We're not breaking the law or nothing. We are on public property here. Tonight just has weird vibes. Like there's not as many cars out here tonight, which is a good thing. The feelings just feel so much more different. We may actually end up having to move from this. Do you want us to move? Or do you want us to stay here? Oh, it's going further.
Yeah.
Maybe it was trying to tell us like, no, don't. But speculation, we don't know.
Right.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start and stop. So I start out with a clean video feed, and then I'm gonna turn the spirit box on and see if we can't make any kind of communication. It appears that something's here. Something keeps on setting the REM pod off. I don't believe it's a bug. We've never honestly had wind set it off. I don't know if wind can set it off, but it's been windy most of the night. We've been here longer than what we're filming. We've just been scoping to make sure there's not going to be a lot of cars before we get down and dirty into the video. Once again, it sounds like there's a car coming, but I don't see nothing. This wind is messing with us. That and the feelings are just weird. I wish we could put feelings in these videos because you guys would understand.
Oh, these videos would be crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, here we go. Turn it on the spirit box.
For example, high blood pressure tends to cause
Yeah, high blood pressure. Make it a little bit closer in case the wind messes with it. Is there anybody out here on this road with us tonight? What's your name? Something dirty? Can you please tell us your full name? That was weird. There's no bug on it either. So there is somebody out here with us. That was weird. Did you say one male? What's your name? My name is Brandon. I'm 26 years old. What's your name? And how old are you? Is Jared Hanna still out here? The wind picked up, but it's still going. I don't know if that's confirmation for this, what I asked, or what I noticed the wind picked up and then that went off. but it's still going. Why is it not going off again? Alright, so we went ahead and put up the 2 cat balls in the REM pod because it's pretty windy. I really don't know how good I guess I'm gonna find out when I'm editing this how good them dead cats are that came with these this mic. Try this again.
I'm trying to watch both ways. That's why I'm standing behind you.
Yeah, it's hard to see anything with that light right now. What the fuck was that sound, dude?
The only thing I heard was, god damn, it scared me. That railroad crossing thing.
Is that what that sound was?
Yeah, the metal.
I don't know, man. That sounded like straight up. Oh my god, dude.
Oh, you gave me a damn heart attack.
If that metal was all that was, I gave myself a heart attack. It sounded like somebody was walking up from the tracks. God damn it, dude.
No, all I heard was, like I
I need
said,
some time to breathe for a second.
metal clinking.
I don't know.
And normally it does it on that one, but this time it's turning on this one. That might have been why it got you. That.
I don't know. I mean, it could have been that because I was also trying to listen to what the spirit box was saying.
Right.
God damn, dude. That genuinely scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. I don't know what it was. Cause I can't, like, anything behind this, I cannot see. Nothing. It's all black.
Yeah.
And all I know is that, like, the big rocks, obviously. Like, hold on, let me grab the camera real quick so I can see, use this for my light. And maybe, just in case the camera caught it. But, like, from over this way, what I thought I heard was a couple times it sounded like something was like this, like that. Maybe not as loud.
Right.
But oh my god, dude. I don't know, with how that sounds, it almost like, I don't know. I don't really think it was that. It's almost too quiet to actually be heard over the spirit box.
Yeah. Oh, that was all I was hearing.
Well, guys, I have no idea what the hell that sound was. I don't even know if the camera picked it up. Mom didn't really hear it, so it may have actually been the railroad crossing. But oh my god, man. I heard it over the spirit box, and it sounded like it was the rocks shuffling, like someone was coming towards us. And we all know the history out here, so I just started freaking out. My heart's still pounding out of my freaking chest, though. I think we're gonna go ahead and move to one of the side roads. All right, guys, see you in a few minutes. Well, actually, guys, I guess I'll see you right about now. Well, guys, as ironic as it sounds, we're gonna try to get some more filming in tonight, but we just had to sit in the car for like 30-40 damn minutes because it's sprinkling. It was raining a minute ago, but now it's just a little sprinkle, but we don't know if there's a chance of more, but it's later on in the night, but we don't know if there's gonna be like a strange pocket of a downpour. So we're gonna hurry up and try to get as much filming done now as possible, and then try to move on if we have to before more rain comes in. So we're about a quarter mile or so down Felton Road from Jolliff Bridge, and a half mile, actually no, it's about an eighth of a mile, but we're exactly a half a mile away from where Jared's truck was found. We figured Jolliff Bridge has been, I don't know, a little weird as far as cars coming by at the most random times. Huh. So we decided to try here. This is about as close as we can really get without being on Jolliff Bridge to where Jared's truck was found. And the REM pod's going off again. Starting to rain again, guys. I think what I'm gonna do, just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and hurry up and start the spirit box, see if we can't figure. Oh, I don't know if it's still going off for me picking this up or not. You hear it?
Yeah.
Is there anybody out here with us? Where are we? I don't know how much longer we'll be out here. It keeps on raining off and on. And we can't have our devices and stuff get wet. Can you please talk to us? What road are we on? Can you tell me the name of the road we are on? Did you say you okay? It's not like you said, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're okay. We're just trying to talk to you, man. What's your name? What happened to you out here? Did you say my name? What? Oh, that's one that hasn't went off yet.
That's the one that was going off a while ago.
No, I switched them, remember?
I know, and then when I said cat
No,
ball,
I said, I don't know if it was because I just picked up this or not. Because I had this touching that cat ball and said, if you want me to turn on the spirit box and set the cat ball off right by it. So that's the one that hasn't gone off yet. Hey, if you said my name on this, can you set that cat ball off again? I got cold chills. I don't know why. Are you friendly? What'd you say?
it went one green.
That sounded weird.
Starting to rain again.
Did you say something about a car? I don't know. I could be tripping, but it almost said on said look out of the car. Yeah, it is getting stronger. Hey, we're gonna have to leave soon. Do you have any last words you want to say? Do you want us to come back out here and talk to you sometime? Can you say goodbye? I'm really hoping that my footage, well, I guess now our footage, isn't all messed up from the wind. Can you say goodbye, please? I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds. What? Something about some girls. Goodbye. Can you say goodbye back? Did you say goodbye?
Yeah, it did. Goodbye.
He's right. Alright guys, so unfortunately we are going to end the night here. These wind gusts, I don't know how bad they are on our audio. Hopefully we caught a lot during that spirit box session throughout the night actually. But the wind tonight has just been awful.